上完课还是买饼干吃啊。My testing, my testing. Hello guys, I hope you guys can hear me. Yeah, I'm sorry for a bit delay today. And I got sick again, so yeah, I hope my flu doesn't annoy you too much, or else you might need to mute me and see what I'm doing here is enough. Random hypothesis. Wow, that one is about research, right? I think that one is a higher level. You will have some statistic for 1 tel, 2 tel, right? Yeah, not the level right now. Yeah, I think because this SPM syllabus, we do not have the random hypothesis here. Alright, so let's focus as this paper, which is the SBP paper 2 here. Yeah, so I might not finish the whole paper because you can see carefully that this one is a 2.5 hour paper and we only have about 2 hours for this one. So yeah, for section C, maybe I will choose 1 or 2 questions to discuss, but I try to finish about section A and B here so that you all can understand as best as possible. Whoever haven't downloaded this paper, please go to my community tab over there to download this paper, and I hope you can print out this paper and we kind of like go through the whole paper together. And then for specific question, I will have the keywords for you, then you just mark it down so that you can like memorize it, and the next time you see the similar questions you can do it. Alright, for some students I doubt that I can understand Chinese or not. Yes, I do. Yeah, you can type in the Chinese. I will answer you in English because yeah, this is an English channel, and I hope next year I will start a Chinese channel for those like Chinese students here. Alright, so okay, I hope all of you can see the paper quite clear here. So let's start with the first question. Alright, so okay, for question number 1 here, they says point A is a PQ lies on this straight line. Alright, so the distance between the point A and point B is 5 units. So and they ask you to find the value of PQ. So basically the logic for this question is you will have a straight line, and the straight line is something look like this maybe. Alright, so this line is y equals to x minus 1, and then point A, so point A will be, yeah, maybe A will be somewhere lies on this line PQ. Alright, and then point B, and then they say that and point B is 5 units from A. So we do not know how it look, but maybe point B is like this. Yeah, so B can be either here B1 or either here is B2. We do not know, but or it can be somewhere here also or B3. So basically we understand here is okay, maybe B is the, but B is a specific point, right? I think this question is a little bit confused here, but yeah, because I think it's the other way around. But it doesn't matter. So what I know here is AB will be always 5 unit, right? Yeah, just forget about the diagram just now. I think the diagram just now is kind of confused. Well, B is not the variable. B is a fixed point 2, 0. So B can only have one position, which is 2, 0. But I know AB must be 5 unit according to this one. Alright, so what I want to do right now is I will use the distance formula. Alright, the distance formula tell me what? X2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 square. Alright, so this is the distance formula. I'm going to use this formula for this one. So, alright, in this case, my x and y will be p and q. So I kind of insert p and q straight away. P minus 2 square plus q minus 0 square will equals to 5. So I will solve this equation by moving the square root to the other side. It becomes 5 square. Alright, then I expand it. I will get p square minus 4p plus 4 plus q square equals to 25. Alright, I just expand this equation. I will leave like this because I know in order to find a pq, I will need another equation. So what I will do is I will sub the q into the y. I will sub the p into x here. So yeah, I have a q here. So I will insert this q into the q from first equation. Alright, 4 and 25 I can solve right now lah. So yeah, which is 21 here. So right now this one will be, my q is p minus 1 square. Alright, so I solve this equation and then I get my p easily. So this is p squared minus 4p plus p squared minus 2p plus 1 equals to 20. So solve the p squared, 2p squared. Solve the p minus 6p. And then this one, sorry, this is 21. Move here will be minus 21, so I get minus 20 equals to 0. So p squared minus 3p minus 10 will equals to 0. Then I will just factorize it, so I will get p and p, this one should be 5 and 2 minus and plus. So p will equals to 5 or p equals to negative 2. Then I can get a q by substitute p back to this equation, isn't it? So this one is 5 minus 1, which is 4. Negative 2, negative 3. Alright, so yeah, I done the 6-mark question. First by using the distance formula, so that because at first I understand the PQ is actually 5 units. Yeah, normally they will say it's always 5 units, and then they ask you to find the PQ. Since I know the coordinate A also lies on the straight line, this is the reason why I can sub the straight line equation back into my distance formula to find the value P and Q here. Alright, so I'm here, feel like I have been more productive all my whole life. Yeah, good to join the live streaming. Welcome here. So yeah, so for number 1, I hope you guys can understand. Alright, so yeah, so basically this is this 2 position for me. Alright, so let's move on to the next one. Yeah, you can understand, right? Because it's not too bad for number 1. It's kind of like simultaneous. They join a little bit with the locus and distance. So if you can understand, I'm going to move on to the next one. Alright, so this one, okay, number 2, they tell you 3x squared minus px is the gradient function. So whenever you see the gradient function, first thing is you must write down the dy dx, okay? So you will say dy dx will equals to 3x squared minus px. Okay, this is gradient function. Okay, so and then the question says the straight line are 7y minus x minus 13 equals 0 is normal to the curve. Alright, basically right now I have a curve like this, and then I have this line is normal to this curve. Normal to this curve basically means what? It will be perpendicular to tangent. So perpendicular to tangent basically means I have a tangent line here. This normal line will be perpendicular to tangent. So what I want to do right now is I try to know this is normal. This is what we call normal, just in case some students are not very good in English. So yeah, normal basically means 90 degrees to tangent. Alright, so tangent basically will be same gradient with a curve at a specific point. In this case, is a point A.
So what I want to do right now is I want to find out the gradient of normal. So I will change the equation into the y equals to mx plus c because I want to know the gradient of normal. Okay, so you can see I rearrange this equation. 7y equals to x plus 13. Okay, y equals to 1 over 7x plus 13 over 7. Okay, after I rearrange into y equals to mx plus c, I know my m is 1 over 7. But this gradient of normal is 1 over 7 is for normal. It doesn't represent dy dx and is not directly related to dy dx. In order to make it related to dy dx, what you need to do is you must find the gradient of tangent. Like what I say, gradient of tangent will be same gradient with a curve at a specific point. In this case, it's a point A. So at the point A, the curve and the tangent will have the same gradient. So in order to find the tangent is very easy, right? Because we know their relationship will be 90 degrees. Then I know gradient of normal multiply gradient of tangent is equal to -1. Basically from this formula, like m2, m1, m2 equal to -1. Okay, so right now I want to find the gradient of tangent. Gradient of normal I have is 1 over 7. So by solving this one, I know my gradient of tangent is -7. So therefore, the gradient of tangent here will be -7. So gradient of tangent will be same with dy dx like what I said at the very beginning, right? So therefore, I know my dy dx is -7 when my x is 1. When my x is 1. So 3, 1 square minus p1. Alright, so yeah, p is because 3 plus 7, p is 10. Okay, so by getting this 3 mark, right, you kind of need to understand something is how to convert the normal into the tangent. But in order to get the normal, you must know you need to arrange the linear equation into the y equals to mx plus c. From there, you can get the m2, which is gradient of normal. And then you have to know normal and tangent will be 90 degrees, right? Then you apply the formula for m1, m2 equal to -1. And then from there, you will get the gradient of tangent. The third thing you need to know is gradient of tangent will be equals to dy dx. At a specific point, because gradient of the curve, the gradient function keep on changing one. At different point, you will have the different gradient. This is the reason why I must mention it's only at a specific point A. Okay, so you understand dy dx is equals to the gradient of tangent. By substitute it, then you should be easily to get the value of p. Okay, of course you don't need to really understand the diagram. I sketch out the diagram just to help you like better understand it. Okay, so yeah. Then for part B is a little bit unusual for SPM student, but it's very common for Cambridge student, which is IGCSE student. So they ask you to find the value of x is very normal because a lot of students can do. Oh, it means dy dx equals to 0, and you know p equals to 10. Basically, your dy dx is 3x squared minus 10x, right? So this one, 3x squared minus 10x equals 0. Then yeah, I will factorize out the x, which is 3x minus 10 equals to 0. Then x equals to 0, and x equals to 10 over 3. Now, you have a problem because the question say when the curve is maximum. Because you have 2 points, normally one will be maximum and another one will be minimum. One will be minimum, another one will be maximum. We do not know. So how do we know which one will give you the maximum? And some more is 4 mark. So you know you shouldn't stop here. So in order to know is maximum or minimum, I need to do the second derivative, which is differentiate second time. So when I do the second derivative, if I get the value is less than 0, then it is maximum. If I get the value is more than 0, I know it is minimum. Okay, so what I want to do is, I will differentiate second time from my dy dx. So if I do the second derivative, they write like this, okay? So basically I differentiate this one. Okay, so you can see what happened is I will get 6x minus 10. Alright, so what I want to do right now is I try to plug the 0 into the x here. So I get 6 multiplied 0 minus 10. Then I get -10, isn't it? If -10 less than 0, yes, right, if this one less than 0, that means this one will be maximum. So therefore, my maximum is only x is equal to 0. However, how about the second one? Let's do it. 6 10 over 3 minus 10. Simplified 2. I get 20 minus 10, I get positive 10, which is bigger than 0. So this one will give you the minimum. So therefore, from here, I know this one is minimum, this one is maximum. By doing the second derivative actually help me to understand which one is maximum and minimum. And this question only asks you to find the value of x when the curve is minimum, when the curve is maximum. So therefore, the minimum one will be rejected. I only have one answer, which is x equals to 0. Yeah, so yeah, I hope you understand what is going on here. So if you have the paper with you, write these things down. Okay, so second derivative, you must memorize this one because this one is not given. It's not giving you at your formula list. So that's mean you don't have this one at your formula list. So if you can't memorize this one, you kind of will lost about 2 marks. I believe all of you know dy dx equal to 0 to find the maximum or minimum. But in order to prove is it maximum or minimum, you need to differentiate second time. Okay, got it? Because after you differentiate second time, you don't stop as like 6x minus 10. Make sure you must sub the x value into it. Okay? So what is differentiation? Can I need more detail about differentiation? If you don't even know what is differentiation, go to check out my basic understanding about differentiation video in my YouTube channel. Yeah, if you are modern math student, you might not heard about this year, but next year you definitely need. I think next year differentiation will be in modern math, right? The basic one. I'm not sure about SBM, but for IGCSE, yeah, they add the differentiation in their extended math. Okay, so yeah, if you have no idea about differentiation, you kind of need to go to check out the very basic thing here. Okay, so yeah, so I try to slow down a little bit, so I put more explanation in my live streaming so that students can really understand it. Yeah, I'm just leaving like here because Sir helped me a lot. Okay, so yeah, I see some we have some ex student here. Yeah, thanks for telling me here. I hope you're doing well in your SBM 2018. Alright, so then we come to another log and indices questions here. This one is like quite easy. This 6 mark, if I see in the real SBM exam, I'll be very happy because it's a very easy question. Number 3 here. So first thing is, yeah, I know 27 basically is 3 power of 3. So this is 3 power of p multiply 3 power of 3 q. And what is 1? I told my student many times, 1 is a magical number because I can change to any number power of 0 equals to 1. In this case, I need a 3 here. So I say, oh, 3 power of 0. Because 3 power of 0 is 1. If you not believe me, you can type in the calculator, okay? You'll get 1 here. So right now, multiply, I know basically mean plus at the power. So therefore, p plus 3q equals to 0. P equals to negative 3q, the first equation. Okay, so right now I already solved this one. Okay, why I leave like this? Because I know later I need to sub the p into the log equation so that I can solve it. Okay, so yeah, so right now I have base 4 and base 2, so you see carefully. So first step is I want to change the whole log have the same base number. So when I want to choose between 4 and 2, I always change the bigger one, which is 4. So log 2, 6, I will remain here. Okay, this one I want to change base. Just in case some students do not know how to change base, this is the formula. Okay, so I'm using this formula to change my base here. So yeah, so this one will be, I will write log 2 and log 2. Alright, the bigger number I will write on the top, which is 12q minus 2p. And then 4 I write at the bottom, equals to 1. Okay, so by doing this one, log 2, 4 is equals to 2. You just use the calculator, log 2, 4. You should get 2 easily. Okay, so the bottom, I will change it into the 2 here. Then normally what I will do is, I don't like about 2 like this. So I will multiply 2 for the whole equation. First one, second one, third one. So after I multiply 2, this is what I will get. So I will get I will get 2 log 2, 6. 2 and 2 I simplified already. Then this one is minus log 2 bracket 2q minus 12q minus 2p equals to 2. Alright, I want to mention something very important here is very important here is you can never multiply the log base 2 into the bracket. I want to mention many times whenever you have a minus b, right? It is not equals to log 2a minus log 2b. Okay, because a lot of students, they will just expand it. Because you just remember, whenever log, right, bracket, inside the bracket got plus or minus, you can never expand one. Okay, so don't expand them, okay? Okay, so the 2, I can move up, become the power, and then I factorize out the log 2. This one basically is 36 over 12q minus 2p equals to 2. Alright, then I will move my log 2 to the other side. It's basically 2 power of 2. Here is just 36 over 12q minus 2p. Alright, then I kind of got it already. This is 4 multiply this one, right? 48q minus 8p. Alright, so yeah, I can make the numbers slightly smaller by divided by 8. Can 36 divide by 8? No, divide by 4 maybe. Okay, so this one will give me 9 minus 12q minus 2p, because I don't want number so big. Okay, what is my p? P equals to negative 3q. Okay, p equals to negative 3q. So so right now I have 18q. Okay, so 18q, so 9 over 18 equals to q. Q equals to 1 over 2. Alright, so after I got the q ready, then I sub into here. P equals to negative 3, 1 over 2. P equals to negative 3 over 2. Okay, done. Okay, but normally for a question like this, right, if I want to check my answer is correct or wrong, I can always do like this. This is 3, my p is negative 3 over 2, right? Power negative 3 over 2 multiply, next one more time, multiply 27 power of q, which is power of 1 over 2. Okay, see, if I press the equal later, I doesn't get 1, basically means my answer is wrong. Okay, but if I got 1, basically means my answer for P and Q is correct. So for this kind of question, right, I will ask my student, you must type back into the calculator to double check your answer P and Q, which is 6 marks. I don't think you want to lose the 6 marks in MF, which is very important. So make sure you, don't make the mistake. Why suddenly 6 power of 2? Because just now remember, I multiply 2 for the whole equation. I have the 2 in front of the log 2 6. And then log rule tell me that I can always bring my 2 to the top and become the power, right? So this is the reason why I will get a 6 power of 2. Alright, so yeah, I hope I do answer your question for Kelly-san. Alright, so yeah, number 3, we done. So I hope you guys are good. Have you tried Batu Pahat trial paper? I think I haven't do yet, but I'm not sure about last year, because last year I do some 2019 paper. I kind of need to go to check which one I already done. Alright, so if you can understand, I'm going to move on to the next one. Number 4. Okay, number 4 here. Part A is a bonus mark lah. Just apply in the formula. Okay, so 2 sine x cos x is equals to sine 2x. This is just the formula. Refer back to the formula. 1 minus 2 sine square x is cos 2x. It's also the formula. It's given at the trigonometry page there. So yeah, so sine over cos is tangent 2x. So prove it. But I'm not sure why. Basically, you just copy from your formula list and then you got the answer. And this is a 2 mark here. Alright, then I'm going to move on to the part B. Okay, they asked me to sketch a graph for y equals to tangent 2x plus 1. So when I sketch tangent graph, I can sketch quite fast because yeah, I'm a pro here. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, because I used to the tangent graph very much. So right now my objective is what is that? Tangent 2x plus 1. So what I'm doing here is this is x, this is y. I always focus at +1 first, so I will just draw a line for 1 because I know later this 1 will be my new x-axis. I'm going to call it a new x-axis because I'm going to draw this one at the 1 here. Okay, the original x-axis is just the below. Definitely you use ruler lah. Here I don't have ruler for me. Okay, then I will draw my tangent graph. So my tangent graph is basically I will start from the 0, 0, 1 here. So I will just draw something like this and then to the dotted line. And then from the negative infinity, I will pass by this one and continue draw like this. And I'll stop at 1 here. So this one will be my pi here. This one will be my pi over 2. Okay, so this is just tangent 2x. Basically, if you want to pay attention at 2x, right? 2x will equals to pi. X will equals to pi over 2. This x is basically mean period. Period basically mean 1 cycle. So that's mean you can see at 0 to pi over 2, 0 to pi over 2, I actually already completed 1 cycle here. Because what? From pi over 2 to pi here, you see I actually repeating the first cycle. So if you see carefully here, you should be able to see from 0 to pi over 2, I already draw out the 1 cycle. The second pi over 2 to pi, right, that one is basically is a duplicate from the first cycle. So yeah, so like tangent 2x basically means you have 2 cycles in pi. This is the reason why you kind of need to guess how many times you need to draw here. So can I ask your advice? Is it fine if I buy a calculator that Sir is using right now? Cause I buy suddenly, I'm afraid I might. Yeah, if you want to buy, I guess maybe you can buy now. Yeah, because you still have few months for you to use to it. Yeah, I can speak Malay, but Samuel Bahasa Malaysia is not it's not so good. It's called what lah? Tak berapa bagus. Yeah, tapi saya boleh cakap sikit. Yeah, but it's fine. Okay, just in case some students are not so good at drawing, yeah, this calculator can help you cheat a little bit. But in order to cheat using this calculator, you kind of need to have some knowledge about your x-axis. Okay, this is what I will do. I believe if you watch my last video, you should know about this function. You go to this calculator, you look for something we call table. And table here, you will insert your equation. In this case, which is like tangent 2x plus 1. What I want to do is, the calculator will give you a table. So I want to use this table to double check my answer. So what I want to do right now is, I tell my table, I want to start from 0. And then I want to end at pi. So I end at pi here. And the step will be the gap in between. Yeah, maybe the gap in between. Yeah, for tangent is kind of hard here. Maybe I put pi over 4. Okay, so yeah. So the calculator will tell you like this. The first coordinate, right, 0 and 1. So you can see this is the 0 and 1 here. And you get the math error is good thing. Because for tangent, right, there's 2 arrow line, which is the 2 line you can never touch here. Okay, so this is the reason why you should know 0.7853 is pi over 4. So this is your first arrow. Because arrow basically means your line can never touch it. So your second arrow will be here. Alright. And then this is pi over 2. You will start at 1 here. And then this is 1 pi, right? 3.14115. This is another point here. So the calculator will kind of give you some point here. So can help you like double check if your graph is correct or wrong. The y-axis need to write the 1 there. Yes, you must write the 1 there. 老师不是画2次 graph tangent 吗? Yeah, I'm drawing like 2 times. Okay, because what? Because normally when you draw the tangent graph, right, you are draw from 0 to 2 pi. This is the reason why you see you have 2 times, right? But for tangent, right, when you draw 0 to 2 pi, you already repeated 2 cycles. So this is the reason why you might be a little bit confused. Because right now I only draw 0 to pi. So if I draw 0 to 2 pi, I actually draw 4 times. yeah, I hope I do answer your question. So yeah, so let's move on to the if you can draw, you just ignore about the calculator function. Yeah, because this is just like few marks. Alright, then I will need to draw a suitable straight line and find a number of solution here. So right now, my objective is I want to get a y. Y is like tangent 2x plus 1. So this is, you see this one is very similar to this one. But the problem is this is start with 2, but the question here is start with 6. So if I want to simplify this one, I will separate my 6 become 3 and 2 here. So if you see carefully, if I separate like this is called 3 tangent 2x. Okay? Because after I make it 3 and 2, so I give back the 2 back to the equation, then the whole thing is actually sub into the tangent 2x, right? Minus 5x over pi equals 0. Okay, then what I want to do next is, yeah, I will rearrange a little bit. So this one is 5x over pi, and then I will divide 3 for both sides. So 3 will get at the bottom, and then I need to have a plus 1 in order to have y. Then I plus 1 here, I plus 1 here. Right now, the whole thing is y, isn't it? So y will equals to this one, 5x over 3 pi plus 1. Alright, then what I want to do next is I need to draw a table for it. I need 2 coordinates only, so normally I will insert the first coordinate and last coordinate, which is pi in this case, sorry. So when x equals 0, sub 0 into this equation here, you will get 1. Sub the pi into here, you will get 5 over 3 plus 1. Okay, so which is 8 over 3. 8 over 3 is about 2.667. Alright, so right now, I want to plot this straight line thing into my graph here. So yeah, the first coordinate is 0, 1. The second coordinate is about 8 point something. Sorry, it's 8 over 7. It's 8 over, so what's 8 over 3 is what? So yeah, I connecting them. This is a straight line I get from the equation just now. Okay, so how many intersection point? Which is 1, 2. So number of solution, which is 2. Done. Okay, so yeah, so for this kind of question, right, I will not say it's very hard, but then if you have no idea what is the tangent graph will look like, it's kind of hard for you to draw. And then after you draw the tangent line already, then next thing is you kind of need to solve this equation. Yeah, the examiner trying to make this equation look as complicated as possible, because the purpose of it is they're trying to stop you from drawing the straight line. But then if you understand, if you want to draw a straight line, you must have y equals to mx plus c, right? Must have y. And the whole equation, if you see carefully, this equation given have no y. So what you want to do is, you need to look for the y in your equation. Then you see, oh, y basically equals to this one. So your objective, if you try to insert tangent 2x plus 1 into here, then you have the straight line. This is the whole purpose of solving that equation. Okay, so I hope you guys can understand. Yeah, this is about 8 mark question, so it's a lot. 8 mark in paper 2 is a lot. Alright, so I'm going to move on to the next one. Vector. Okay, so this is how I will do the vector question at the very beginning. So first thing is I work out all the ratio thingy first. Like they tell me, oh, AF is equals to 2 over 3 AB. Normally I will throw the AB into here and it become 2 over 3 like this. So that I know AF ratio AB is 2 ratio 3. So I know AF is ratio 2, AB is ratio 3, that means this is 1. Okay, because the whole thing is 3, right? 3 minus 2, you will get 1. Okay, it's quite straightforward. And then they say, okay, so they say DC is same as AX. So yeah, here is ratio 2 as well. Okay, so then I will solve the next ratio. So this is AE over AC equals to 1 over 2. So AC ratio, AE ratio AC is 1 ratio 2. So AE is 1, AC is 2, so this is 1, 1. Okay, so normally I prefer to work out all the ratio like this. And then they tell me AF is 4x, right? So normally I will straight away do, okay, 4x is equals to 2 ratio, right? 1 ratio is basically like 2x. So yeah, I know here will be 4x, top will be 4x. So 1 ratio here will be 2x. Okay, so normally I will straight away write out all the information from the diagram so that it's easier for me to do. So AD will be 3y. And you realize I will draw an arrow for it because yeah, sometimes when opposite direction you will get negative 4x. So it's something like quite straightforward. Not so straightforward, but you kind of need to understand. Okay, the first thing is, yeah, right now I want to find AE. Yeah, I see where it's AE. So AE is basically here. So I know AE is basically half of AC, right? I can find AC easily. So I know AE is basically half of AC. And AC itself is basically like 3y plus 4x, right? 3y plus 4x. Then I done already. Basically, I done already. But if you don't like the 1 over 2 outside, then you can just multiply it. Then, yeah, I got the AE. Okay, then the question asks me to find the CB. Yeah, CB is here, C to B. So CB, I will go all the way like this. Okay, so yeah, then I will say CB is equals to negative 4x, negative 3y, plus 6x. So it's basically 2x minus 3y. Okay, done. This 3 mark is very easy if you understand the basic of vector here. Okay, so yeah, let me see. Is there any discussion going on? Yeah, it's fine, right? Then I go to the part B. Okay, part B, I will say is very but I am not sure if any one of you know easiest way of doing this. You let me know. But definitely I know how to do because yeah, I actually faced a similar question before when I teaching one syllabus they call Excel. Yeah, when I teach the Excel A math, they have a so-called A math, and then they have something like similar like this. But I seldom see the question like this in SBM or IGCSE. So I definitely will say yeah, it's a K-but questions. Yeah, if you know any faster way of doing this, please let me know. Okay. So basically, this is what I will do. They tell me the some area here. BCF. I'm going to draw out the BCF here. So this area, they tell you, oh, this area is 12. Alright, then they ask you to find the area of ACF. Okay, you have another ACF. Maybe I just do the shaded region lah. Okay, just do a shaded region. Okay, then oh yeah, so the question asks you to find the blue color area. Okay, of course, if you understand the ratio very well, then you kind of like some students understand it's like ratio 1 and 2. But I'm not that smart, so when I first see the question like this, yeah, I kind of do not know. Okay, yeah, definitely because this ratio is ratio 1 and ratio 2, right? And because like what I say, I doesn't see the 90 degree high. So normally when I do like this, I will not straight away do like this. So I'm a bit stupid. So this is what I would do. So I would say area, because they asked me to find the area for ACF, right? Okay, so I do not know what is the area of it. I'm going to call it as A here. And then over the area of another one, which is given one, BCF, which is 12. Alright, so I kind of use the ratio thingy, like area ACF ratio the area BCF, so that it's equals to A ratio 12. Then what I want to do is, because we know in order to find the area is half AB sine C, isn't it? We have this formula for any triangle here. And then when I see carefully, right, I want to find both of them will have some same angle or what. So yeah, so therefore I will use this angle. This angle here, I'm going to call it as a theta. And then the other angle, this is theta 1, this is theta 2. And theta 1 plus theta 2, I know is equals to 180 degree, right? So if equals 180 degree, this is something we can use in trigonometry. So because we know something like sine 60 degree will equals to the sine 120 degree. Like we know sine 30 degree will equals to sine 150 degree. They will always equal as long as the theta 1 plus theta 2 will equals to 180. Okay, so what I want to do right now is, okay, I will say half. Okay, I use the I use the triangle formula, right? Okay, half, then this is CF, and then I will have this one which is FB, which is, I know is 2x, right? The vector. So the bottom, this one should be for bottom, right? Yeah, which is half multiply CF multiply 2x multiply sine theta 1. Okay, this one will be half. Okay, so I will use a CF also because two side and one angle between, right? And then ratio 2 here, which is 4x, and then sine theta 2 equals to a over 12. And CF and CF I cancel out. Half and half I cancel out. Since sine theta 1 and sine theta 2 will be the same, because both of them plus together will be 180, so I can cancel out. And this one, 2x and 4x I cancel out, I left a 2 here. So a will equals to 2 multiply 12 will equals to 24. Yeah, this is how I got the 24. I believe a lot of students, yeah, they will just use the ratio to straight away multiply, because I didn't see any 90 degree thing, so I'm not sure can I straight away do like that or not. Yeah, maybe you can, yeah, because yeah, I see some students say, oh, draw a common perpendicular. Yeah, it's good idea also if you draw a common perpendicular line for them. Yeah, but this is how I do. Yeah, definitely you can use your methods, no problem. And then right now they ask you to find the shorter distance from C to AB. So C to AB, I want a shorter distance. Basically, it's a 90 degree distance, right? Okay, and I know the area, the red color area is a 12, right? It's given. So basically, area will equal to 12. And then this one I'm going to call it as a height here. So which is half times base. The base will be 2x, right? Because here is 2x. It's 2x. Plus the multiply height will equals to 12. I mean 12. Why 1 over 2? 12. Okay, so then I do next will be, I know the x is basically equal to 2 unit, right? So half 2, the x I will sub the 2 into here, h equals to 12. Then I substitute, I simplify, h equals to 6. Then you can easily get the 6 here. Alright, so yeah, I hope you can understand. Yeah, definitely you can use the common height also, should be fine. Yeah, if you don't like about this one, you can use the half times base times height, right? But just depend how good you understand about triangle, yeah, because I see got some student keep on asking me, sir, use common height, use common height. Okay, let's do it. Okay, let's see, I use back this height here to draw out both triangle to show you. So we have a triangle something like this. And then we have a triangle something like this. Okay, so yeah, this one will have a common height here. This one will have the common height. Both will have the same height, isn't it? So this one base will be ratio 2. This one base will be ratio 1. Yeah, you can do like this if you understand the triangle thing. So it's half times base times height, right? Base is 2. Height will be h. So this one is half times base is 1 times height. So this one is what we want to find a. The other one is given 12. Yeah, then you can simplify, you get a is still equals to 24. Yeah, but you kind of need to understand some triangle concept. I kind of forgot about this triangle concept because I learned about, maybe we learned it from 1, from 2. Yeah, but yeah, this is how we find the triangle, right? Yeah, you can do this if you want, because in Excel, right, I see the vector triangle thing, they're even more complicated. So therefore, I will just use the half AB sine C formula. I don't know the half A B sine C. Okay, if you don't know now, it's time to know about that formula. That is the very useful formula you can use on any type of triangle. Because half time base time height can only use on the right angle triangle. But half A B sine C you can use on any of the triangle. Yeah, for Kenny-san, I believe you are my masterclass student, right? So I have a video talking about solution of triangle. I believe I do explain about that concept. You just go to rewatch back that video. Yeah. And I believe I also mentioned half AB sine C at the circular measure masterclass video as well. Yeah, and then you have my masterclass note I should draw out and explain to you. So yeah, go to check it out. So for the tangent graph, is untidy, will they reduct the mark? Yeah, you're trying to draw as nice as possible. Okay, so yeah, I hope you can understand, but eventually you still get the same result. So I'm going to move on to the next one. Number 6. Okay, so statistics. So yeah, they asked about the range of boy time is greater than the so any question will affect your answer for no number of solution. Make sure you scale correctly. Yeah, yeah, it's very true. So make sure you scale nicely. If not, the final answer will actually will be slightly different. Alright, so okay, now this part A, they kind of like, okay, they ask you to find a range, and then the questions tell you, oh, the range of boy is basically greater than the range of girl time. So basically right now I want to find a range. Okay, range for group data, how we find is normally we will use the midpoint or we call it mid interval. Okay, maybe I say highest mid interval minus the lowest mid interval. Write some shortcut. Okay, so I want to find a range for boy here. So I will find the mid interval from the highest one is here, right? 54 plus 50 divided by 2, which is 52, right? Minus mid interval for lowest one, which is 27. Then you will get 25, right? Yeah, you will get 25. Then I find a range for girl here. Because girl, this 2 is 0, right? So the highest one start from here, which is 47, minus the lowest one, which is 32. Then I get 50. So the question asks you to, determine your statement is correct or wrong. Then I will say the statement is true or the statement is correct. Because 25 is bigger than 50. Something like that lah. You can write any sentence to prove that the thing is correct here. Okay, yeah, I'm not sure about why some student the chart will highlight one. Okay, it's interesting. So okay, let's move on to the next one. Yeah, for Karong Gun, can you tell me what did you do? I mean, yeah, because I heard about something called super chat, but I think Malaysia we don't have the super chat, right? Just join the member will have this, because I have a lot of my other member is in the chat as well. I doesn't see they highlight this. Oh, maybe they join my gang already. I don't know. Yeah, but good to see you. Okay, then we go to the part B. Okay, part B, it's a bit confused because they say the variance of whole data. Because at first I trying to find the variance of boy and variance of girl, but right now they want the variance of whole data. Then what I would do is I would just combine between boy and girl, because whole data I don't care about boy and girl. I just want to know, okay, for a specific time like 25 minutes to 29 minutes, I have how many students. So I will just join the between boy and girl here. So, okay, so what I'm doing here is, yeah, I would add both number. 22 plus 0 is 22. This one will be 64. This one will be 71. This one will be 61. Sorry, 61. This one will be 50. And this one is 8. Okay, so I basically plus between boy and girl here. And then definitely you should know all the mid interval for all the time here, because the variance, the formula is sum of fx squared over sum of f, and then minus sum of fx over sum of f squared. Alright, so yeah, I plus all the number first lah. Okay, I can find sum of x here easily. 22 plus 64 plus 71 plus 61 plus 50 plus 8. Okay, it's 276. Okay. Then if I want to find the sum of fx squared, so I need to know what is this is my x value, right? My x value here is 27, 32, 37, 42, 47, 52. And then I need to square it because sum of fx squared. Okay, so this here, okay, so this is what I want to do right now is frequency is 22 multiply 27 square. Okay, of course in the exam you kind of need to write it out, okay? Okay, so, but here I just straight away type for you, but then you in the exam you write it out yourself, okay? Then the next one, the frequency is 64 multiply 32 square. And then plus the next one will be 71 multiply 37 square. And then plus 61 multiply 42 square. And then plus 50 multiply, or 50, not 51, 50 multiply 47 square, and then plus 8 multiply 52 square. Okay, this is how we do sum of fx square. You can see what I'm doing here is, because this is a frequency, right? I use a frequency multiply the x square, and then I plus all of them. Then I get a very big number here, which is 418459 over 276. And then minus sum of fx, then basically I do the same thing. Oh, maybe I can use back this one, and then I delete all the square here if I wanted, if I'm lazy. Yeah, of course you can retype everything, but here I just delete all the square here. I hope I didn't press delete 2 times. I mean delete 3 times, so that I will delete the number. Yeah, then I will get about 10597 over 276 square. Okay, so then I will type everything in the calculator. 418459 over 276 minus bracket 10597 over 276 square. Alright, so yeah, I will get 41.99. Okay, so yeah, this 4 mark I will not say it's very hard, but then you kind of need to like type carefully. Okay, so but over here, if you are using this model or last version, which is the ES, I believe you can do this. Here I'm teaching you how to check this answer by using this calculator. So what we want to do right now is we go to the menu and we look for statistic. We enter it, we go to one variable, and then here I want to insert the x, but then I want the frequency. So what I want to do is I want to turn on the frequency right now. I go to shift menu, I look for statistic, number 3 here, and then I want to turn on the frequency, which is 1. So you can see right now I have x and frequency. Then I will just insert my x value, 27, 32, 37, 42, 47, 47, 52. Okay, then I will insert all my frequency here. So the first one is 22, the second one is 64, 71, 61, 50, and 8. Okay, after you insert all the frequency and mid interval already, what you can do is you go to the option, and then you look for the one variable calculation, which is number 3 here. You should be able to get the answer. So you can see sum of square x, right? Yeah, this is 41.99. So which is exactly the same answer. But the good thing is you still can find the sum of x squared. Do you see the sum of x squared is 418459? So you can double check your sum of x squared value, and you can double check your sum of x value also, which is 10597. Yeah, so I think it's quite good for a student, and then you have the mean and all this. So yeah. So in the exam, you just want to double check your answer is good, then answer is correct, then you can always do like this. Okay, so yeah. I hope you learn this technique. Yeah, so that in the exam you can always use it. Let's move on to the next questions. I think the screen freeze for a little bit. Okay. Okay, now we go to the section B already. Okay, for question 7 is a linear law. I'm not going to draw for you, but I will teach you how to solve this linear law, okay? But let's see, do we have any questions here? So will there be a statistic for KSSM? Yeah, I heard the KSSM statistic already moved to modern math, but I'm not like 100% sure. Yeah, I want to go to double check again. I'm majoring in mechatronics, time fly. Yeah, seems like we have some ex-student here. Thanks, sir. I came back to tell you I'm studying engineer now because of your video. Yeah, I'm so happy that I actually make a lot of students go to the engineering. Yeah, I guess maybe the engineering also need the MF. Yeah, I have a lot of students after Form 5 and then they go to study engineering. But it's good for the world and for the country. Where to see the syllabus? I believe you can Google it, the KSSM SPM syllabus. You should be able to see the syllabus. Okay, number 7. Okay, this question. So whenever I see the linear law, I will always do the linear law because the linear law is basically very easy. It's a must-do question, okay? Because it's very easy to get marked. Okay, normally for linear law, right, I will straight away check the part B. Because part B actually tell me some information. Because like linear law, I have y equals to mx plus c, right? What the part B do is they will straight away tell you what is y and what is x. So you can straight away know later you want to arrange the equation, how you can arrange them here. So, okay, so the part B, they say, okay, my y is log 10y. So I know, oh, my y is log 10y. Again, x. So I know, oh, my x is remain x here. Okay, so right now, of course, I will form the table and continue do it, but I would prefer solve the equation first. So I have this equation y equals to 2k px. I want to change this one into this pattern. This is my whole objective here. So you can see there's a y here, right? So you want to have log 10y. So the first idea is you need to add the log 10 for both sides. So I will have log 10 y equals to log 10 2k over px. And log rule tell you what? Log rule tell me a over b, I will get log a minus log b, right? This is a log rule here. So this is the reason why I have log 10 2k minus log 10 px. Alright, then I almost got it, but then I want to have mx. But then my x right now is a power. So I want to bring the power to the front. I can always do that because log, we can always bring the power to the front, right? Okay, I almost got the answer. However, I do not want my x at the back here. I want to x at this position. I want to have my m first. So what I want to do is I will just like shift between log 10 p and x position, because a multiply b and b multiply a we can change, right? So this is negative log 10 p x plus log 10 2k. So after I solve this one already, then at least I know what happened is this one will be my gradient, this one will be my vertical intercept. Alright, then we go back to the questions. Okay, this question at first they ask you to construct a table. This 1 mark please do and use a calculator. They'll ask the table for log 10y. So basically what you need to do is you just do log 10 and then here is like 4.17. Okay, so yeah, then you have, okay, 0. Okay, now because a lot of students will ask me, sir, how many decimal should we take for this kind of question? I say it's always follow back the skill at the part B. Okay, so because right now it's log 10y, right? Your log 10y is basically is about 0.1 unit for log 10y axis, right? So if this is 0.1 unit, basically you just imagine every 2 centimeters from 0.1 and 0.2. So you can read is one more decimal, right? So the 0.1, if you add one more decimal, basically is 2 decimal. So this is the reason why among the like one square box over there, you only can read like 0.15, 0.11, 12, 13, 14, 15, right? So 2 decimals should be enough in this case. So whenever you see this is 1 decimal, you add one more decimal. If they give you the range is like 2 decimal, then you add become 3 decimal. Okay, so here I just need to find until 2 decimal. Then I will stop there. Okay, so, I will use back this one. I lazy to type log 10. So this one is 2.95. Then this is 0.47. 0.47 and so on. So we just use a calculator and then you solve it. You should be able to get a graph look like this, I believe. You have a graph like this, and then this is log 10y, and then this is x. Okay, then you plot it. Okay, normally you will just touch all the point here. Okay, so then what we want to do next is yeah, the question asks you to find K and P definitely. So P is very easy. We know P is basically related to the gradient, right? Then you just take 2 points from the table. So let's say in this case I take the first point and second point here because this is gradient, right? Gradient, I will use back the gradient formula, which is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Then by solving this one, then I can get my P EDD, right? So which is 0.47. Put a fraction now. 0.47 minus 0.62 over 2. Okay, so yeah, we have something like this. Negative log 10 P equals to negative 0.075. Cancel out the negative. P will equals to shift log, okay, shift log, which is 10 power 0.075. Yeah, you will get the answer 1.189. I think 3 decimal as the final answer should be fine. Then if you want to find the K, you see carefully this is my vertical intercept, right? Then you need to look back at the graph there. So if the graph over there they show you the intercept at the vertical axis, actually let's say it's 0.7, then I would just say, oh, then log 10 2k is equal to 0.7. Then I will say 2k equals to 10 power of 0.7. Then k is 10 power of 0.7 over 2. You just type in the calculator and then you should be able to get the answer easily here. Alright, then yeah, still have something like, okay, find the x when y equals to 2. Alright, this one you must be very careful because they say y equals to 2. It's not log 10 y equals to 2 because your axis is no longer y axis. This is log 10 y axis. So what you need to do is you need to go to log 10 2. Then it's 0.3, right? Then here you look for, oh, where is the 0.3? And then from there, you should be able to get your x answer here. Okay, you must careful this is x axis or not. Sometimes it's x squared equals to that value. Then you want to find x, you must square it. Okay, yeah, this is how you easily get about a 10 mark question. So yeah, this 10 mark is extremely easy. Basically, you doesn't see any very difficult thing in this linear law question. So make sure you please choose this 10 mark question. So I can't see your calculation. You should be able to see the calculator, right? How come you cannot see? So close today is Uncle Roger. Yeah, why? Because of orange color. Okay, yeah, let me see. Does beauty consultant require MF? I'm not sure, but I know the doctor and medicine and pharmacy also require MF. So beauty consultant, I'm not so sure. So yeah, you can Google it. Okay, so yeah, this is how we do the linear law.
So far, is there anything you want to ask me before I move on? Alright, so thank you for inspiring students like us to have interest in MF. Yeah, I think MF is quite important, especially you're not sure what you want to study in the future, because yeah, when you take the MF, because some subjects, some courses in the future they require A level, and when you take A level, math is sort of compulsory in A level. So far, I only have one student go to like A level. They do one math that they took choose psychology in A level, but normally you go to STPM or A level, you will study math again, and then at that time you realize you have so many MF in the math subject. So yeah, a lot of students ask me, sir, can I drop the MF for Form 4 and Form 5? I would say, because MF is not as hard as you think. So I would just encourage students to just take it and trying to study it. Because if you think MF is hard, I think biochemistry, physics, all are as hard as this one. Even for me, I think Sejarah also quite hard. Quite hard. But compared to MF, because I love math subject, so I think math is okay for me. So you think you want to open a gaming channel? Not really. I'm not that pro. Okay, so let's continue about these questions. I'm more confident answering other topics. Can ignore these questions. I feel like I save much more time answering other questions in section B. Okay, yeah, some student might like some subject or other subject is fine. No problem. So let's go to number 8 here. Okay, coordinate geometry. C. Coordinate C is a bonus mark because what? In coordinate geometry, you want to find the intersection point, which is intersect between these two lines. Just sub one equation into another equation. Okay, so what we will do right now is, we sub y into the y. So 7y is negative ax minus 24 equals to negative 4x plus 40. Alright, so what we want to do right now is 56x minus 24 times 7 is 168, isn't it? Don't trust my brain so much. I type with the calculator better. Yeah, 168. Minus 4x plus 40. Alright, so I will solve this one, or I will get 52x. Or 208. So x is equals to negative 4. Isn't it? Should be 208 divided by 52. Yeah, 4. Okay, so then I want to find the y here. So negative 8, negative 4 minus 24. So y equals to 32 minus 24. Y equals to 8. And normally I got the coordinate. I want to see makes sense or not at this position, because this is negative 4 and 8, isn't it? Yeah, it makes sense for me. Then I will just believe this answer. And they ask us to find the area of triangle. So yeah, area of triangle is very easy. So you just use the triangle formula. You're not going to use a distance formula, because some students trying to use a distance formula in this topic. So, yeah, don't do that. Okay. So half coordinate A, B, C. Repeat the first coordinate. Okay, equals to the final answer A. Okay, so I write equal at the bottom. Coordinate A is 3, 4. B is, you need to find B. So B is x-intercept, right? Make y 0. 0 equals to negative ax minus 24. Ax equals to negative 24. X equals to negative 3. So this coordinate called negative 3, 0. Okay, negative 3, 0. C is negative 4, 8. Repeat the first one. Alright, then you multiply like this. Okay, so 3 times 0 is 0. Minus 24 minus 12. And then minus the other direction. Multiply like this. Negative 12, 0 plus 24. Okay, so yeah, solve this one. Negative 36. This is 12 minus 12. So is basically 48. Okay, because negative after modular you get 48. So this is 24 unit square. Okay, so minus, did I multiply wrongly?
Yeah, it's a 16, it's 16. Okay, thanks for telling me that. Okay, so yeah, this is minus 8. So this one will be negative 44. So answer is 22. Yup. 5 mark. Make sure you don't make any carrot mistake like I do. Okay, so far so good. Yeah, it's a little bit tired already because yeah, you try to talk to the camera for 1 hour straight, then you know my feeling. Okay, so I will write down my coordinate A, B, and C here. Okay, my B is negative 3, 0. My C is negative 4 and 8. Because what I want to erase all these things. Yeah, it's a negative 16. I see. Thanks for that. Okay, so yeah, sometimes I make a carry mistake, you just correct it. Okay, not necessarily I'm the teacher, you must follow all my answer. I believe all of you are very smart students. So yeah, please trust your own answer. Okay, so okay, right now they say AB is extend to D. So yeah, somehow it extend to the D here. I don't know where is the D here, but yeah, I kind of need to find the D, which I call it as XY. Okay, so that the ratio for AB is 2, BD is 3. Okay, so we kind of have something like this. Okay, then it asks us to find the coordinate. This one we just use the formula. I'm not sure you still remember the formula or not. It's sort of like this. Yeah, let me rest for a while. I don't want to keep talking. Okay, this point is the point at the middle. So in this case, the point at the middle will be negative 3, 10. Negative 3, 0. Okay, M and N is basically two different ratio, M and N here. Okay, so I do the X coordinate first. 3 have to multiply the further X coordinate, which is 9. And then 2 have to multiply X here. So it's 2X plus 9 over total ratio 5. Comma. I do the same thing for Y. So it's 2y plus 12 over 5. Alright, so basically 2x plus 9 over 5 equals to negative 3. 2x plus 9 equals to negative 15. Yeah, negative 24, negative 12. And then 2y plus 12 over 5 equals to 0. Y equals to negative 6. Okay, I got my coordinate D here. Negative 12, negative 6. Okay. So yeah, let's finish this question first, then only we have some break. Okay, so maybe we have some few minutes break. Okay, so let's move on. Alright, I would say this one is a little bit hard if you don't know what is going on here, because this one actually you have two methods to do. Because the first time when I do the part C, I didn't actually use the coordinate E. Then it's make me wondering how come you give me a coordinate E, I don't need to use E. But after I figure out that there's another way you can use the E and still get back the same equation. But I teach you the first method, which is I think is the easiest method here. Okay, since we have all the coordinate, let me erase this one. So the question tell me you have some point P, which is the locus. Move that CPD is 90 degree. So whenever I see 90 degree, what I do is, I know first gradient multiply second gradient will equal to negative 1. This is what we do for perpendicular, isn't it? So the first gradient will be, gradient of CP multiply gradient of PD. Because the 90 degree at the middle, isn't it? So basically, I just imagine CP, PD, right? So yeah, both of these gradient multiply equal to negative 1. Okay, so P, they tell me P equals to XY. How to get the coordinate B? You just make the Y equals to 0 into this equation. Sub Y equals to 0 here. Then you will get 3, 0 here. Negative 3, 0, sorry. Okay, so okay, where am I now? Okay, so I need the coordinate. I need all the coordinate. Okay, I have the C coordinate, which is negative 4a. I have the D coordinate, which is negative 12 minus 6. I have the P, which is xy. Alright, then I just insert everything here. Okay, so which is I prefer to put the y in front. Okay, so C and P. So y minus 8 over x plus 4. Okay, then C and D. Y plus 6 over x plus 12. Okay, so yeah, just multiply. So this one give me y squared minus 2y minus 48 over. This one is x squared plus 16x plus 48 equals to negative 1. Alright, solving this equation. Negative x squared minus 16x minus 48. Okay, so then I rearrange the whole equation. This is x squared plus y squared, solve it, plus 16x minus 2y, solve it. Oh, 0. Okay, these two cancel, 0. Yeah, done. Okay, this is the equation they want. Okay, if you're trying to use the point E, then you need to understand a little bit here. Yeah, you need to understand the circle. Okay, because they say E basically is the midpoint of CD. Okay, basically if just now I actually extend the D here, right? So C to D here you have the midpoint, which is E here. Okay, if this is the midpoint, I know the distance from E to D and distance from E to C must be the same, isn't it? Because this is the reason why we see the midpoint. And then they say they want to make it perpendicular, which is what CPD. So what I want to do right now is I will draw a circle for it. I'm not sure you can see the circle or not. Just imagine C and D is touching here. If this line C to D is the diagonal of the circle, so P can be at any of these points, isn't it? Because we learned in the circle theorem, if this is diameter, any point from the circumference connected to the diameter, we must always have 90-degree one. So even I say, okay, the P is here, if you're connecting here, you must be 90-degree. As long as this is diagonal, the P can be any point at a circle. So if you understand that, then you know E to P is basically the radius. And then the radius distance is basically same with E to C or E to D. So what you need to do is you need to find the distance for maybe C to E, and then you use the distance, make it equals to the PE. So I will just say PE will equals to the maybe EC. Yeah, you need to solve this these two distance formula. You solve it, at the end you will get the same equation with mine. Alright, so but if you do not understand this concept, or you cannot think of this concept, you might have some difficulty of using the point E. So I would say the first method is quite straightforward. Beyond 90-degree, you just use the perpendicular formula, and then at the end you will get the equation of Locus easily. Yeah, but if you prefer challenging yourself, prefer to think a lot, yeah, you can try the second method, no problem. Okay, so we will break for 5 minutes. I just want to go refill my tea here, and then I will get back in 5 minutes. So yeah, thanks for, we have about more than 100 students is still together with us until right now. Yeah, you guys are very awesome because I'm not sure when I was a student will I be that hardworking or not. I mean sit in front of computer watching some other teacher doing live, but definitely in my time we don't have live streaming like this, okay? But anyways, yeah, thanks for together with me until right now. Yeah, we will chill for like 3 to 5 minutes. Yeah, make sure you walk around. You want to go to toilet, yeah, go ahead. You want to take some snack, yeah, go ahead. I will see you guys later. Yep, see you later.
Hi, yeah, I'm back here. Yeah, hope I can finish soon so I can go to have my dinner. Alright, so yeah, thanks for waiting. Yeah, we have how many questions more? Yeah, I want to discuss finish section B here. C, maybe I will just choose 1 or 2 questions to discuss. 9, 10. Oh my gosh, still got 3 questions. 9, 10, 11. Let's do it. Yeah, because just now I got something to do, so I actually have one like kaya biscuit already. Yeah, before this live streaming, so I can have live streaming. I can have the dinner after this live streaming. Alright, so yeah, let's do it. Okay, number 9. Basically, you have a circular swimming pool at some resort. So the shaded region is the deeper area. And then, yeah, PQ is X here and PS is 6 here. So the water slide is constructed at the sector A. So this one is a water slide. So the radius of the ratio of the radius of sector A and the radius of the pool is 2:3. So basically, this is so-called R. So this and this one is, let's say I call this one R1, this one is R2. So R1, or sorry, okay, basically is R2 ratio R1. What am I doing? R1 is 2:3. So basically you should know this one is ratio 2 here. The radius of the circle will be radius 3. Okay, this is what you have it here. Okay, so what they do right now for A, find the radius of the pool in terms of x. Hence, find the value of x. Its parameter of the pool is 10 pi. Alright, so what we want to do right now is, yeah, we can find the hypotenuse here, right? Because this hypotenuse will be the diameter of the circle, which is double of radius. So therefore, this is SQ is basically equals to 2r, isn't it? Okay, which is the radius, and then which is equal, so therefore 2r is equal to square root of x squared plus 6 squared. Okay, so you can, it's a Pythagoras formula. This is x squared plus 36. So I will just leave it 2r because what they tell me, oh, they 1 hour I cannot, must leave like this over 2. Okay, then they tell me the parameter of the pool is 10 pi. So basically it's circumference. So what the circumference is 2 pi r, isn't it? So yeah, 2 pi, my r is square root x squared plus 36 over 2. 2 and 2 I cancel it out. So yeah, this is 10 pi, isn't it? So equals to pi square root x squared plus 36. 36. Yeah, pi and pi I cancel it out. Square, I move to the other side. Erase this one. Oh my god, I shouldn't erase all. But it doesn't matter, I think I still believe it. I just write it here. X squared plus 36 over 2. Okay, so then I cancel the pi. Why I cancel the 10? So square root will become 10 squared equals to x squared plus 36. So x squared will equals to 64. X will equals to 8. I know sometimes you can get positive negative 8, but in this case x is a length, so we will just ignore the negative answer here. So after I got the x, I believe I need to use it for radius as well. So radius will be 64 plus 36 over 2, so which is 5. Okay, so my radius will be 5. So because I kind of need it for part B. Okay, they asked me to calculate the area in the sector A. So I have to find about this radius. So yeah, so I want to know what is this radius. So this one I'm going to call R2, okay? R2 over R1 equals to 2 over 3. I have my R1, right, which is the longest one, which is 5. Then my R2 is 10 over 3. Then I know my radius right now is 10 over 3. And then they ask me to find the area. So area is half r squared theta. Depend you want to use the modern math or MF formula.
But if you use this one, it's a bit tricky because this one must be in radian, but this one is in degree. So you need to change it to a radian. So yeah, so I will just say half r squared theta, this is 135, change to radian. Because I'm using that formula, and I type everything into a calculator. 10 over 3 square, and then multiply 135 multiply pi over 180. Okay, so yeah, I got the final answer. Depend what answer you want to leave. Yeah, 13.09. Okay, cm square. Done. Yeah, I think some students you need to chill a little bit because this square root is only for the top. It doesn't for the bottom. Yeah, so therefore square root 100 is 10, isn't it? 10 over 2, which is 5. Yeah, so the r is 5. So yeah, you need to chill for a while. Yeah, you just go back to the previous working, then you should know. Yeah, it's over 2. Maybe I draw the square root, I should draw nicely a little bit. Okay, then they asked me about the parameter of the deep area of pool, which is the parameter of the shadow region. So I know the x is basically equals to 8, right? This is 8. So here will be another 6. So here will be 10 over 3. So here will be 10 minus 10, 8 minus 10 over 3. And then I have an arc length. Arc length will be r theta. So this one is a little bit tricky. So you want to do the r theta. The r will be 10 over 3. Theta will be, yeah, change it into the radian. Okay, basically you plus everything together and then you can get the parameter. Okay, so yeah, if you want me to do together with you, yeah, let's do it real quick. This one minus 10 over 3, this one plus 10 over 3, I just cancel it out. Okay, so 8 plus 8 is 16 plus 12 plus this one 10 over 3 multiply 135 multiply pi over 180, 5 over 2 pi. Okay, then you plus all together, you will get the final answer. So, hi sir, this is William. I'm going to retake SBM Modern Math 2021. But just wondering, is it fine that I can join the masterclass? Yeah, you can join the masterclass, no problem. You are always welcome to join. So yeah, let's move on to the next one. Yeah, done this question. Okay, number 10. Okay, so probability of, I don't know how to read this name. Is it called I-bar? Or E-bar? Because IQ, right? Yeah, my pronunciation is very bad. Okay, it means someone actually get the fish. Get the fish from Istro. I believe it's some fishing thing called Istro because I do not know how they get the fish. But eventually you will get the fish. So I would say probability of getting the fish is 0.4. So probability of getting doesn't get the fish will be 1 minus 0.4. It will be 0.6. Yeah, the Q read as a K sounds, isn't it? Igbar? E-bar? It's fine. I'm bad in reading. But if luckily I'm teaching math, I'm not teaching English. But I know you understand what's going on, then it's enough. Alright, so right now, they want to get exactly 6 fish for 8 throw. So basically n equals to 8 and r equals to 6. Then I will use the formula x equals to 6. So which is 8c6. 0.4 power of 6, 0.6 power of 2. Okay, type everything into the calculator.
So do you also do IGCSE for your masterclass? Not really, because actually some students ask me to open the masterclass for IGCSE, but I'm still considering. Right now it's only for SPM student. Okay, so you type everything in the calculator, you should get the correct answer. And then they ask about standard deviation if you make 30 throws. So the n is changed already. Because we know standard deviation in this topic is square root MPQ, isn't it? So square root n is 30, p is 0.4, q is 0.6. Okay, type everything in the calculator, then you can easily get this 4 mark. This 4 mark actually is not too hard. Is it almost the same for both SBM and IGCSE? I would say it's about 60%, 60 to 70% same, but still have some topics that are very different. Like IGCSE, they do learn about binomial expansion. Mean they will expand the bracket like some brackets power 11. Something like x plus 3 power 11. How are you going to expand? But the IGCSE, they will learn about binomial expansion, they will expand about this kind of bracket. But for SPM, your trigonometry is a lot harder than IGCSE, so it's not the same. But IGCSE do have some topic is very hard, but one is called relative velocity, but they sort of like make it easier already. So go to part B. I'm taking both next year. You're taking both, so I guess you are from the Mara school one, isn't it? Because I heard the SM school, the first class or second class, they're actually taking both. Alright, so do you think SPM will be delayed? I hope not. Not really delayed until after Chinese New Year. I hope they don't delay anymore. If not, you all like can never go to university. Alright, so okay, part B. They tell me the mean is 300. The standard deviation is 50. Must be careful. Sometimes they give you variance, but this case they give you standard deviation so that you don't need to square root. Find the probability that x will be the mass of the fish, will not more than, which is less than 400. Okay, so what you want to do right now is you want to change it into the z. Then this is 400 minus 300 over 50. Then this one will be z less than 2. Okay, depend if you didn't have the calculator, then you kind of need to do manually. 2 is here, less than 2 is like this. So what you want to do right now is you have to use the total, which is 1, to minus the blue color one. The blue color one will be z is bigger than 2. Then you need to minus z is bigger than 2. You can find from the table. I hope the table is given. No. Do I have any table here? There's no table here, but for z is bigger than 2, you can straight away find the table. I should have a table here with me. I guess. Wait. Sometimes they do insert the table, but sometimes they don't. I have the table. So it's bigger than 2, you should get the value, which is 0.0228. Okay, then you use the calculator. 1 minus 0.0228 here, and then you will get the answer minus 0.0228. Okay, so the answer is 0.9772. But if I'm using this model of calculator, I will go to menu, I go to distribution, and then this is called normal CD. I go to number 2. Okay, so since I want less than 2, so it will from 2 go to negative infinity, right? So negative 10 power of 99. You can use any extremely big number, not necessarily must be 10 power of 99, but make sure the number is negative infinity. Okay, and then my upper bound must be 2, because it's from 2 go to extremely small number, right? So it's 2.
Okay, make sure the standard deviation is 1 and mean is 0. Okay, then you get the answer straight away, which is 0.772. Okay, yeah, done part A. Then part B, the question says is find the value of H if 35.2% of the fish caught by the bar have mass less than H. So X is less than H is equals to 0.352. Okay, 35.2% divided by 100, then you will get this thing. Alright, so definitely if I do myself, I will use a calculator lah. But definitely you kind of need to know how to do manually as well. Okay, so this one, you need to find from the table. Because you know this probability is less than 0.5. So if I draw out the bell-shaped diagram, right, you should know it's actually at the negative zone. Because this bell-shaped diagram, you want to get less than, right? And then this number is like this. So yeah, the whole thing H minus 30 over 50 must be here. 0.352. So if I do manually, I kind of need to borrow the positive zone to find. Yeah, I use the same thing, 0.352. So what I read here is, I will call Z is bigger than any number. I call it small letter Z is equals to 0.352. And then what you need to do is you just go to the table and find 0.352, and then you will get a Z answer, and then you add a negative for it. So if I use a table here, definitely take out the table, and you make sure you find inside the table. Okay, don't find, you want to find from the inside here. So 0.352 is nice, is 0.38, isn't it? Yeah, it's 0.38. Okay, so this is 0.38 is a Z value. But then I say this one, the original one at negative, isn't it? So it should be negative 0.38. So I say, H minus 300 over 50 equals to negative 0.38. Then from here, I solve this one, I can get the H value. So which is negative 0.38 multiply 50 plus 300. Yeah, my H is equals to 281. But if I want to use a calculator to find the Z value, I can do that. I can go to menu, go to 7, and look for inverse normal, number 3 here. And then my area will be 0.352. Because this calculator is automatically, Z is less or equals to A already. So this is the reason why it's exactly the sign I want. So I don't need to change anything. So I will just type enter, and the calculator will tell me negative 0.38. So I can straight away get from here. But then if you are using this calculator for this function, if the sign is bigger, then it's different story. Okay. Were you able to do SBP 2022? For public class, I will focus on 2019 paper because I discussed 2020 for my masterclass student. So I want to clarify for paper 1, right? Is it not necessary to write the calculation right for the question? Because my teacher told me I can just write the answer. No, your teacher lied to you. For MF, no matter paper 1 or paper 2, both also you need working. Definitely one. This is the reason why they give you 3 mark, right? Unless it's 1 mark question. But normally when the question you can straight away write the answer without any working, they will ask you to state the value. State the value P, state the value X, state the value Y. Then you can straight away write it's 1 mark question. Whenever you see the mark more than 1 mark, definitely you need a working one. So if your teacher tell you paper 1 no need working, you can get full mark. I don't think so. Like 6 mark question, I straight away write the answer, I got 6 mark. No, it's not possible. Okay, so yep, we done already for 10. Go to 11. Integration. Okay, because integration actually seldom go to the y-axis. So yeah, so I good to see the question like this so that student can think more. So first thing is find coordinate first. It's intercept between the straight line and the curve. Then we'll just do some substitution lah. So I say, okay, 3y squared plus 2 equals to x. I make this one first equation, and this one second equation, sub 1 into 2, okay? So 5y plus 4x equals to 25. Okay, so I will solve this one. 12y squared plus 8 equals to 25. 12y squared plus 5y minus 17 equals to 0. Factorize this 12y and y, 17 and 1, I believe. Plus and minus. Okay, so y equals to negative 17 over 12 and y equals to 1. Okay, based on the coordinate q here, my y must be above x-axis, must be positive. So this y answer I rejected because it's negative. So I'll just take y equals to 1. Okay, if I want to find an x equals to 3y squared plus 2. X equals to 5. Now I got my coordinate q here, 5, 1. Okay, it's not really hard, simultaneous only. Keep doing the simultaneous, okay? Alright, so the area of the shaded region. So, okay, I want to find an area of shaded region. So I know this is 1, this is 0. Depend how you want to find. You can go to the x-axis or y-axis. Both actually will give you the same result as well. But in this case, I try to do toward the y-axis because, yeah, it's quite easy to do that way. So if you want to get the area toward y-axis, right, first thing is this a to b. This one must be dy, here must be x. Okay, so yeah, my a and b is from 0 to 1. My x, I just did it, which is 3y squared plus 2 dy. Okay, then I will just integrate this one, which is 3y cubed over 3 plus 2y. Just a normal integration. 3 and 3 I simplify, I get a y cubed only. So this is 1 plus 2 minus 0, so which is 3. Done. So the area will be 3. Okay, this is method number 1. But if you don't like toward y-axis, you insist you want to do toward x-axis, you are finding about this area. Yeah, you can do that, no problem, but you will get the same result lah. So let's show you real quick here. Okay, so I know this one is 5, so I want to know what is the y-intercept here. This one is y equals to 0, right? I sub y equals to 0 into this equation. 0 equals to x minus 2, x equals to 2. So this is 2. So I will just say, in order to get the shaded region, I will use the rectangle, which is 5 times 1, which is 5, minus I integrate from 2 to 5, or y dx, right? So here, if you do like this, you kind of need to have the square root of x minus 2. So it's a lot harder by doing this lah. So this one is x minus 2 power half, right? But let's do it, see whether we get the same result or not. Because MF is about a lot of testing, right? So this is x minus 2 power plus 1. This is 3 over 2. So divided by 3 over 2, normally I will write 3 over 2 like this. Okay, this is 2 and 5. Differentiate inside right at the bottom, 1. Okay, so this is 5 minus. Yeah, this one you can insert yourself, okay, to do it. I'm a bit lazy. But never mind, let's do it, but let's use a calculator to do it lah. Well, in this case, please do y-axis, okay? Don't do x-axis. It's a bit challenging here. So x minus 2. And then power 1 over 2. And then from 5 to 2. I hope the calculator will give me the correct answer. Huh. There's over 3, isn't it? No wonder. Sorry, just give me a moment. X minus 2 over 3. X minus 2 over 3. Let's do one more time. Yeah, nice. I get a 2 here.
So eventually I will get a, I will get a 3 here. Yeah, this equation is like this. So when you do this like this, you kind of need to like take out the thing here. So yeah, this integration is wrong also. Then yeah, you kind of need to integrate again, so you will get something like x minus 2 over 3 power of 3 over 2, and then divided by 3 over 2, so you have a 2 over 3 in front. And yeah, it's a bit crazy you do like this, because divide 3 over 2 same meaning with multiply 2 over 3, but eventually you still get you must get the same answer. Damn, it's been 6 years. The last time I visit this channel. My teacher recommend this channel for self-revision. Wow, that's good to hear that, because I heard some teacher actually like show my video in the classroom as well. So yeah, I'm proud your teacher can show my video. Indeed, this kind of calculation can allow us to bring, this kind of calculator. Yeah, this calculator can bring in the SPM. So when do we dx, we get the area to the right to the curve. dy, no, it's not about right to the curve or left to the curve. Let me slightly explain it a bit. Depends how is the pattern of your graph is look like. Because basically, dx is basically from the curve toward the x-axis. So if my curve is like this, if I do dx, right, that means from the line of the curve there, I all the way go to the x-axis. So I'm getting this area. So for this is when I dx. So dy, I from this curve go all the way toward the y-axis. So from the part of the curve go to the y-axis. Okay, it's not about left and right. It depends how the pattern of the curve. Because sometimes the curve can get very complicated one. My teacher share your old video on vector instead of teaching in online class. Yeah, because some teacher just use my video, but it's fine. Yeah, first method is much more easier in this case. Don't do the second method. I do not recommend at all. Okay, because like so much work to do. Teacher, I want to change to this calculator. Is it worth it now because I'm faster? I would say if you are using the black color one, the MS version, I strongly recommend you to change that. But if you are using this model, I think it's almost the same. Yeah, this model is fine. I think you don't need to change. But if you want to change, yeah, you can go ahead. It's your money. It's about 80 ringgit, you know. So if your house like not that rich, so you better save some money. Try to learn how to use the old model. So okay, part C. The volume of revolution in terms of pi when the shadow region is rotated 360 degrees. Okay, right now, this one is a bit challenging. Okay, this is the reason why they give you 4 marks. Because the shadow region, if rotates 360 degrees, you will get something like this. You get this part. So because you should have a invisible, so you have an invisible cylinder like this. And for this invisible cylinder, it's actually, it take out some part at the middle. They take out this part, so your volume is something like this only. So what I want to do is, I want to use the cylinder volume to minus this part rotate 360 degrees. Okay, this is how you can get the 4 mark here. So, okay, cylinder is quite easy, right? If you see carefully, yeah, this is cylinder. Cylinder is pi r square h. The r is 1, r equals to 1. The height will be 5, right? Because this coordinate is 1, 5. So the height is 5. So yeah, I can get the whole cylinder easily. Just pi 1 square 5. So which is 5 pi. Which is the whole cylinder. Okay, so right then, what I do next is I want to rotate this blue color shader region like 360 degrees on the x-axis. Okay,
So, okay, this is what I would do. So if I rotate on the x-axis for volume, normally I will just do dx. Here must be y squared from a to b. Okay, this is a formula. Alright, my a to b like this just now, I from 2 to 5, right? So from 2 to 5. I need to have y squared. So I will rearrange this equation, which is x plus x minus 2 over 3, isn't it? Y squared equals to x minus 2 over 3. From this equation, check carefully. So it's x minus 2 over 3. But I don't like to integrate, have over 3 like this. What I will do is I will take out the over 3, become 1 over 3 outside. Because integration rule tell me that I can take out any constant number I want. So dx. So then I will need integrate this one, give me x squared over 2 minus 2x, 2 to 5. Alright, then you can do manually or you can use a calculator. This is 25 over 2 minus 10 minus 2 minus 4. Okay, so then I will just solve this one. This is 20, so I will have 5 over 2 plus 2. Isn't it? I hope I do too fast. I scared I do too fast sometimes. Yeah, should be fine. So this is 4, 9. So yeah, it's 3 over 2. There's a pi here. There's a pi here. There's a pi here. Please. Yeah, there's a pi here. So yeah, 1 over 3 pi. 1 over 3 pi. Yeah, I almost forgot about the pi. No need pi before. Yeah, must have the pi there. So it's 3 over 2 pi after I do the integration. But I can always double check my answer by using the calculator, which is I integrate. You can insert the whole equation, it doesn't matter. So which is x minus 2 over 3. And then from 2 to 5. Alright. Then the calculator should tell you it's 3 over 2. So yeah, add a pi by yourself. So then it will be 3 over 2 pi. So the total volume we want to find here will be, it lagged a little bit. Okay. So the volume will be 5 pi will be just on a cylinder, right? Minus 3 over 2 pi, because they want me to leave the answer in pi. So it will be 7 over 2 pi lah. Okay. So this is how you get the 4 mark. Because some students maybe they just straight away integrate, but then you kind of need to understand this very weird shaded region. Rotate 360 degrees on the x-axis, what will happen? Yeah, so what if the question asks about rotate 180 degrees? Is it divide by 2? No. I said many times in my any seminar, we never divide 2 one. Yeah, because I always do divide 2 last time and I always got the wrong answer. But let me explain to you when they will actually use the, what's wrong here? Let me explain to you when they will use the 180 degree. Yeah, normally they will do something like this. They have a area, maybe something like this. And then like this area. Okay, let's say this shaded region rotate 180 degree on the x-axis. Then you can see this area actually rotate 180 because they have two sides, right? After you rotate 180, right, you realize it actually also get the full volume. So you no need to divide 2. Okay? And yeah, just don't do divide 2 because I always do the divide 2 and I always got the wrong answer. Is 570 MS grade for SBM diploma used now? I don't know. I just don't like about 570 unless you are unless you understand that calculator very good, because my students tend to make a lot of mistake for 570 MS, which is a black color one. I don't have anymore. I already give this calculator to other teacher already. Yeah, last time I have about 3 or 4 MS version. Yeah, I gave all of that calculator to my other teacher. Yeah, since they love it. And then last time I changed all the silver color one. I have about 7 of these. But recently I changed all to this new model. Right now I have 2. I intend to buy another 1 or 2 more. Yeah, so if rotate 180 degrees, you just use back the normal formula. You don't need to do divide 2. Yeah, so far I have do like all the volume formula related to 181, and none of them so far. I believe I see about 10 different 180 to rotate 180 degree one. So far, none of them is needed to divide 2. Because last time I always divide 2 and I always got the wrong answer. So unless any of you, if after you watch this video, you manage to find me a 180 degree one, but the final answer do divide 2, send the question to me. Because I'm looking for those questions so that I can prove my concept wrong. When to use the cylinder? Okay, here you just need to understand when to use cylinder and when to use cone. Okay, so basically if you have the straight line, because straight line eventually they will give you the, let's say A to B. They will give you a rectangle, right? Whenever you rotate rectangle, you are getting cylinder. Because you rotate rectangle, eventually you will get a cylinder, isn't it? You'll get a volume of cylinder. However, if you rotate the line like this, if you rotate a triangle, you are getting the cone. You see carefully, you are getting a cone, right? 1/3 pi r square h. Okay, if you don't want to remember about cylinder or cone, what you can do is you can still integrate this equation of straight line, y equals fx. So same idea, this one you can integrate this straight line equation using back the same pi depend dx lah, pi y square formula, then you will eventually get the correct answer as well. So no need to remember about cylinder or cone, but sometimes I just so lazy to do integration lah, so I will just use a cylinder. Actually, it's slightly faster. Yeah, we finished about section B. Yeah, I think I'm a bit lazy to go to section C, so that's all for class today. Or is there any question you love very much about section C? I definitely not going to do about linear programming lah. I hate linear programming. But yeah, I think the class is long enough for you lah. Okay, so yeah. So random question, but what do you study in university? Yeah, last time I did psychology. Yeah, I have a bachelor. I have a degree bachelor's in psychology. Yeah, and during my psychology, I took an optional subject, which is educational psychology. Because a lot of students, or even some parents, or even some other teachers also ask me, how come you study psychology, you come to be a teacher? So I love about educational psychology because we learn a lot, like how to help the slow learner, like why students cannot understand, because some students are virtual learner, some is audio learner, or some even is kinematic learner. Mean you realize when you study you must walk around one, you cannot sit down and study one. Then you are kinematic learner, then you need to like walk around and only you can memorize. If you are audio one, sometimes you realize you want to memorize sejarah, you kind of need to read it out. Because when you read it out, you can listen back your own sound, then it can make you understand better. Yeah, have different type of learner, and then have different type of learning skill as well. Yeah, so whenever I see my student like cannot understand MF at all, then I will try to analyze, is my student what kind of learner, or any other method I can use to help the student understand better. Yeah, so sometimes I always draw out the diagram, because according to statistic or research, they realize more than 70% is visual learner. So basically when they see the diagram or they see the picture, it's easier for them to understand. So yeah, so whenever I teach MF, I try to use that methods. And yeah, we also learn a lot of different teaching skill as well in educational psychology, and I got A for that subject, so I kind of love it. Even though I'm not yet like very pro, but then because this is something I like lah, so I'm doing something I like. Because among like all the SBM subject, I only like mathematics type subject. Yeah, my other subject is very bad. Even though last time I teach science before, I also like do quite well. My student managed to get B, not A. But yeah, it's still fun to teach. So anyways,
Yeah, I want to go to have my dinner plus supper because all the shop in Malaysia right now close at 12, right? According to CMCO rule. So how to send a question to you? You please do send to me. You send to y equals to ms plus c Facebook group. Yeah, I believe. Or you send to y equals to ms plus c Discord group. Yeah, I believe. Yeah, other students will help you. Every day I receive too many questions already, so I will try to reply to student whenever I have time. But then normally I don't. Do you have joined any Telegram group? Yeah, last time I have my own Telegram group, but I closed already. Right now I only have Telegram channel, which you cannot ask me any questions. Yeah, if you have, yeah, where can I get the invite links? Yeah, for you just okay. Let me send the link here as well, lah. Just in case some student want to join. How to share the link? Let me see. Invite people. Copy. Paste. Yeah, this is my Discord one. So yeah, you can discuss over there. You what model you prefer to buy? I don't mind about the price. Yeah, if you want to buy, just go for the same model, the class width, which is they call 570EX. 570EX. Is this car show allowed in SBM exam? I asked the car show Malaysia already. They told me it should be no problem. And last 2 years, I have the student actually bring this calculator to SBM. So far, I don't heard any feedback say the examiner actually not allowed this calculator to bring into the exam hall. So I guess should be okay. Yeah, I also hope they don't delay the SBM. So what book you buy for SBM exam? Normally, depends. If you love challenging, you just go for the Pelangi exercise book or model paper. It's quite hard. SAS Buddy one okay, but the SAS Buddy they have last year they come out the K-Bud only one. Yeah, it's quite interesting also. You can go to check it out. If you are like not really good, I mean, I'm not sure what is your grade now. If you are average student, you just do the past year paper first. Like you just go to buy the past year. Normally past year I find out is the easiest one. It's easier than the state paper and it's easier than the most of the model paper. You can just go for the past year. So yeah, I guess that's all for today. We still have 100 students together with us until now. So yeah, thanks for your time and thanks for joining this class. If you want to join my master class, I actually put the link at the description below, so we can have more class to discuss about modern math and MF. Yeah, or else next 2 weeks I will have the public class for modern math only. Like what I say, because some students want MF and modern math. So the next Thursday and next Thursday we will do about modern math. I believe got one of the Thursday is 1 day before the Christmas. Maybe that class I will cancel or change to other day because I'm not sure lah, but maybe I will go to celebrate my Christmas as well. So yeah, and New Year soon as well. So anyways, thanks for all of your time and please help me to share my channel to your friend. Ask your friend to subscribe. I need about 4,000 more students to get 100,000. And if any of you are interested to join my masterclass, feel free to join. It's like very, very cheap. If you're an MS student, it's like 2 subjects for 40 ringgit. It's like 8 classes. I never do this kind of price in my real life. So yeah, please go to join my masterclass if you are interested. Anyways, I will see you guys on the next Thursday. Bye bye. This chair is quite good from Secret Lab, but it's very expensive lah. As a student, don't buy so expensive chair, please. Bye bye. Yeah, I hope to get the silver award very soon. Yeah, that chair is very expensive. Less than 2,000. Yeah, you can join my masterclass. You see this live streamings, this video at the description there should have the link for you to join the masterclass. If you don't know anything about masterclass, you can PM me. Yeah, basically just extra class to do the live discussion. Okay, bye bye.